the hardest working podcast in Portland, Oregon, man.
Play
No.
game.
What's up, you guys? Back again. Another one. With Portland's greatest underground kept secret of a podcast. The Play No Games podcast / show. I'm Cartier Bob.
I'm Koss.
And I'm Arthur.
And we're here to give you exactly what you need to have your week go by effortlessly. So if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button. It's fucking free. If you have no money to support us, or if you do have money to support us, $ Hero Bob, trying to pay these guys. Trying to live a dream. But if you don't have the money, like, comment, subscribe. It's free. It's easy. So we're going to get straight into it. One take, Rob.
Hey, do you want to introduce to people their favorite segment?
Oh my god.
This is real.
This segment is called Play No Games. It could be positive, negative, informative. It could be anything you want it to be. All you have to say is I'm ready to play no games about this. And you know what? I'll go first.
Ooh.
I'll go first. I mean, we're probably going to talk about it a little bit later. But I ain't playing no games with the NBA, man. This NBA season has been great.
It's been good.
You know, Jimmy B out here putting his team on the back. About to give Boston what they deserve. A three-piece combo and a biscuit.
What they deserve, huh?
You know, I'm just talking how I'm talking. But it's been an entertainment piece. I think it's gonna be a different final series, which is dope. I think Denver has a lot to prove because they've been kicked out so many times in the beginning. So that is it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm ready to see Denver and Miami. We'll see if that happens.
We'll see. Celtics did just win the first game of the series,
but Tyler Hero wasn't playing.
He's not gonna be playing.
He's coming back.
No, they said it's unlikely he plays in the finals.
They just said he's healthy.
Yeah, but he sucks. He's not gonna play.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
I'll just say this. I know we're going to be talking about different things with the NBA later, but y'all going to hate me for this, but in our lifetime, that 4-3 coming back from 0-3,
It'll happen.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen right now.
I'm saying
You're a Boston fan like that?
I'm not a Boston fan.
No, if it was ever to happen
right now,
the Heat are the 8th seed. Boston has a better roster, we have to say. And the Heat are also the oldest team, not just in the playoffs, I believe in the NBA.
let me keep it a band. Gabe Vincent came down and tweaked his ankle. If Gabe Vincent goes out, you going to have Kyle Lowry start again?
Caleb Martin can't be putting up 20 a game.
That's eventually going to stop.
Yeah.
That's eventually going to stop.
But Jimmy Butler also only
he
had
45 points.
He only had like 17 in the game, the last game that they won. And this game,
because Caleb Martin had 25.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So, like, even if Caleb Martin doesn't have 25 and Jimmy Butler has a 30-piece, they're winning the game. So
my question is to you. I want to respectfully interrupt you. If if Gabe Vincent, who's been producing, doesn't play or is playing at 50%, where's this other production coming from?
Kyle Lowry just busted.
Kyle Lowry's been averaging 10 points in the entire
this
series.
You want to know last why? Series?
You want to know why? Because I've been picking that on my fucking bets because he's been averaging around 10 to 9 points. Gabe Vincent's been averaging points like a mid-tier all-star.
Hey, man.
I'll say,
Kyle
yeah.
Lowry shows up in big games, man.
If it happens, if the 0-3 comeback happens, it feels like it would be with this series. That being said, I think so. It's 3-1. Going back to Boston tomorrow. I think Boston wins that game, and I think Game 6 is a Game 7.
Yes.
I think whoever wins Game 6 wins the series.
Yes.
Back in Miami.
I don't think so, but it's all right.
That's
fair.
All right. It's all right. We'll see tomorrow.
But shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Shout out to Nikola Jokic for being the best basketball player in the world.
I want this to be on record. Y'all see what them Suns and KD did? Yeah. I said it. If we had a bench, we would have, did some shit.
Okay.
That's all.
Anyways,
I gotta say.
Should be 3-time MVP. Happy he's getting his finals run, and probably, let's be honest, they're probably going to win the championship if they're healthy. If that team's healthy, there's no reason why they shouldn't beat either the Heat or the Celtics.
I mean,
the Celtics, that'd be a good matchup.
The Celtics aren't going to make it, bro.
We say that now.
Yeah.
Kevin Love.
Fuck that guy. I don't want to see that guy around these parts anymore. That guy's had so many times in his career where he could have came back, played for the Blazers, come back to Lake O, where he's from.
He doesn't want to.
But he doesn't want to. So you know what? I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his family's face when I go to Lake O.
Why? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense for him to come back home and lose.
And that's what's wrong with American sports. There's no hometown love. There's no.
Udonis Haslam. What are you talking about?
Oh, fuck that motherfucker.
Florida raised. University of Miami. Miami Heat? What are you talking about? He's a
hometown love.
He's a hometown legend. What are you talking about?
Good for him, man. And
has never left.
And he gets his little 305 section in the arena all the way up in the cheap seats. Good for him.
What did Haslam do to you?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
You're a hater.
That guy.
That
guy did a lot of handshake deals to be on that team for that long.
No, he didn't. He's a good player.
Let's be honest. That guy should not be on that team after the LeBron era.
I don't know about that, but
I'm not gonna lie. I was about to fuck with you.
Haslam is a good player.
He used to really not be a bad player. You could make a case starting 4 if there's 4 other guys that are way better, and then after that, like a bench guy. Yeah, the guy's 42. He should have been playing the last 4 seasons.
He's retired this year. This is his retirement year.
At 42, 43.
So what? It don't matter.
I don't know.
I'm about to lead in.
Maybe he's buddies with DeSantis. I don't know. You know how that goes, but
he's a culture creator, man. He is.
And Kevin Love could have been that for the Blazers. Huh?
No, he couldn't have.
He could have played until he's 45 with that white hair he's got on his head. But now I don't want to see him around Lake Oswego.
Kevin Love, no.
What?
I don't see him playing until 40. Period.
No, not with that back. But anyways,
not with that body.
I mean, Haslam doesn't play either.
No, he doesn't.
They were up 20 or 30 and the arena was chanting his name and Spo still didn't sub him in.
No, he said no. He shook his head no.
That's an even worse sign. I don't know. That's weird.
It's weird.
To
me, so this I think this goes back to what a lot of basketball players talk about is vets on the team. A lot of NBA players have talked about vets, how important vets are to teams, and how it makes young players come into a place or in a culture and continue that process. Jimmy Butler talks about how Haslam impacted his life. Dwayne Wade talked about how Haslam impacted his life. All these different dudes. Bam talks about how he works with Haslam all the time. Like, these are some of the better players that played on Miami team, talking about the impact of one dude who's still been there and holds tradition for their team and their culture. Like, when you go to Atlanta, who's the vet on Atlanta? Trae Young?
Dwayne Dedman.
Who?
San Antonio Spurs legend, Dwayne Dedman.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, he's been on multiple teams. He's been on all over the NBA.
I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't have that in the NBA.
You don't. That's what makes it very unique.
So my question to you is, I love all of that, but does he have to take up a roster spot?
Yes,
I'm pretty
absolutely.
sure.
He couldn't just be on the coaching staff or like the training staff, you know?
No.
And it's Unk.
Yeah, he's gonna do the exact same thing. He's
No.
With
gotta-
the amount of like G League guys the Heat are able to find and turn into stars like Gabe Vincent, I don't know. That's my whole thing with the Haslam thing. How you gonna keep him on the roster, on the playing roster too? Because there's a reserve side too where you just dress, and he could be in the second row of the benches. No, he's on the first row of the benches at the end, but fully kitted up like he's gonna play.
A player's coach.
I just I have nothing against Haslam
hey
per
man,
se.
make your money.
It sounds like you do.
I just think he should not be taking up a roster spot for the last 4 years.
Not gonna lie, I
4 or
kinda
5
agree with
years. Yeah. Maybe at 38, 37.
It's crazy.
Maybe even when they went to the finals the last time in the bubble. That could have been it, you know?
Nah, I think he deserves where he is. He keep playing if you're gonna keep playing. So why don't you say the same thing about LeBron?
What about LeBron? Because LeBron's producing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about the veteran. Now we've gone down this rabbit hole. One thing about veterans, we're
Sports
gonna
podcast.
see less and less of veterans in the NBA because of the talent. You don't see these guys who are like 37, 38, guys like you grew up watching that are now like the Dwight Howards of the world. Those guys aren't on the rosters anymore.
Jamal Crawford.
The Jamal Crawfords, because there's too much young talent coming in. The league needs to expand to 32
Even though
teams.
Jamal Crawford would give any of them young talents a good 25.
Yeah, like all these guys, like there's no Melo had to retire because no one just wanted to pick him up on a vet minimum or anything, stuff like that.
What's his name? J.R. Smith is still available. He's still a free agent too. Yes.
Damn,
Yes.
He
Which is
got-
crazy.
he'll announce his retirement soon.
You think so?
That guy's golfing in college.
He's done with that.
He's done with that.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that documentary.
I did. It was pretty dope.
Was it?
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Humbling.
I think it was cool he did that, but no, he's not. He's not coming back to the NBA.
I don't think
Maybe join Dwight Howard in Taiwan.
he should.
Have you seen those Dwight Howard videos?
Yo,
Him trying to recruit guys in Taiwan, like he's going.
Paul.
He's playing into the joke, and I love it.
That's what you gotta do with jokes. You always gotta lean
Yeah.
in.
We're hearing fake news in the background here. Joking.
I don't know if they're actually talking on the mic, so I don't know.
Yeah. Are you on the mic or not?
There we go.
There we go. They're grabbing the mic.
Dwight Howard got beat by Simbular in Taiwan,
Simbular 7 feet 400 pounds.
and he rocked Dwight Howard.
That is not a surprise. All right.
What are you playing no games with, Cos?
Snapchat AI.
Oh my god. You
Have
don't
you-
know about Snapchat AI, bro?
It's
disgusting.
scary, dude. It's
It's-
made me want to delete Snapchat officially. It's like so since you have an AI friend, he's your buddy, and you just talk to him, and it's an AI chat like bot, but it gives very human like responses, and it like wants to talk to you.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's the first phase of us now having like personal connections with like robots. Eventually will lead to marriages with robots.
It's Chat GPT on your phone.
Yeah, but like more personal version I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can like talk about basketball with it. And weird stuff
It's
like that.
crazy. That's so crazy.
Like you ever see Blade Runner 2049 with Ryan Gosling?
No.
Yeah, they've seen it. Have you seen it?
That movie sounds familiar.
It's a really good movie.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049 came out a couple years ago.
Hmm.
Remake of the old Blade Runner. Anyways, in that movie he like kind of falls in love with his like home AI.
Hmm.
And it's like it feels that way, like because he's very like he's not really allowed to have like personal connections for the job he does.
Have you seen Demolition Man? It came out in the 90s.
No, but I've heard of it.
It's like very similar to that.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a futuristic world
Mhm.
of like Wesley Snipes is in it, and
Okay.
not Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's his name? Yeah, but it to me it creeped me out in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
but I think watching it now
Even
would
more.
be like, yo, this is like current.
Yeah,
Like it's weird.
yeah. But yeah,
Go ahead, Robert.
go ahead, Robert. What do you play now? Games about.
I guess I want to contribute to as well. Or I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to utilize Chat GPT for like a week and see what happens.
Make some free music on it. Make some
No.
free art on it.
No, I might do some Chat GPT experimentation.
Okay.
For business purposes.
Okay. Legal stuff.
Oh, very legal stuff. Just
No, I'm saying like to write up legal documents.
kind of, sort of.
ChatGPT is taking the job of a lot of lawyers right now.
Yep.
That's
Kind of, sort of, but we about to see make some things a little bit more easier. But no, I agree with you. It's kind of scary too as well because it's just like people are finding more just like shortcuts.
It's the first phase. It's getting you comfortable talking to it like a human. Then you're gonna have walking, talking robots that you're gonna be able to marry.
Well, what I don't play no games about these new Florida laws dealing with immigration.
Oh,
So like some of these new Florida laws were like if like you like live with an immigrant or your house with an immigrant, or if you transport an immigrant, you can spend like 5 years in jail.
What?
really? So if you assist in like illegal immigration,
yes, and then there's like a similar law in like Kansas, I believe, or it was over here. And all I gotta say is, I don't play no games about that because y'all fucking with the fucking system. Because what a lot of people don't understand is this fresh fruit that we get,
true.
all this agriculture and all the other shit, y'all gonna piss off these wrong people. And y'all, all the people like, oh, they took our jobs. I hope you're ready to go to them fields.
True. It's also like Cuba has such a, or not Cuba, sorry, Miami has such like a Cuban cultural aspect to it. Like Miami isn't what it is without the immigrants.
And that's the part where I don't understand, where I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
where I'm like,
I maybe understand that for like northern Florida, where you get more of those white retired, the Tampas of the world, the Orlando residents of the world.
well, your boy DeSantis is wilding the fuck out.
Dude,
because
DeSantis is a freak. That dude wants to take Disney down.
Context to the law.
Go ahead.
So it voids out-of-state driver's licenses for those without proof of citizenship. So that would suck also for like college students who don't have other forms of identification other than college IDs, maybe. Bars municipals from using state money to issue identification cards for undocumented immigrants, and requires most companies in Florida to verify the immigration status of new hires, among other restrictions. It also repeals state law that allowed some undocumented immigrants to obtain license to practice law in Florida. So,
What the like?
next.
Oh my god!
I just gotta keep saying this
Thank you,
again.
Dragon.
Thank you. I guess I gotta keep saying it again. It's 5 years in jail. Really? But I cut you off. Go ahead.
I for me, it's just like there's just like certain places in our country that just love going backwards. Like, like our country was founded on immigration, and I
Really?
understand like the aspects of what you deem as negative towards immigration, but the people that are killing people in our country aren't immigrants. Like, they are not immigrants. Like, when you begin to kind of start breaking stuff down and look at the big picture, like, we're going backwards. And it's like, you expect us to grow and become this world power, stay a world power, quote unquote. Like, we're going in the opposite direction. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So I don't know. Florida's weird. I mean, just like the people there. So
Yeah.
Now it's just like, I think, once again, I don't know, maybe you call it like first world problem and all this other stuff, but like, I feel like, because I don't say, because I don't want to get too ranty about it, but I think sometimes we get so caught up in like surviving this system that we define what success looks like. We forget that the pandemic humbled a lot of us. We're like, we saw how essential certain work was. We're like, this doesn't happen, this is going to happen, or this gets backed up. And I was just saying, like, I think we just don't understand how much everyone is integral to the system.
Yeah.
Not saying that all immigrants have to do, horrible lines of work, but like, this is what a lot of people from other countries literally like, oh, if we come to America, our dreams come true. And then we broadcast that, and then we're like mad at the people. Cause I can just envision it. One of those people who like, it's almost kind of like,
it's a double standard.
it's not even double. Yeah, not yet. It's definitely double standard, but like, it's like one of those like politician. She's like, I hate gay people, and it's secretly gay.
Like all of them.
you're like,
Yeah.
you're okay.
Yeah.
You cut it up but that's where I'm at with it.
I think you hit on a huge piece that I feel like American culture like does. Like we go to these countries and we destroy them and change culture and change minds about what it is to practice this and practice that. But if you come to America, you can be free. And then it's like, wait. You can't come to America. Wait, nope. You can't come to America. Wait, nope. Time out. Nope. You can't come either. Wait, time out. We're making sure y'all can't come. And it's like, how can you make a promise but then go a backhand promise on the other end of that? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
We don't have to go here, but I just find it very comical that we're on the flight advisory for, like, if you're flying into the United States, we're dealing with like a mass shooting problem. Like other countries, like, hey, do you really want to go to America at this time?
Yeah.
But that's not here nor there. But that's what I have for that. But I think we should switch back to being a sports podcast.
Okay.
Why we gotta start with me?
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I got you.
Sorry, can I just add one more piece of context
Yes.
to the immigration thing?
Yes.
A lot of people coming here illegally are coming from countries that are kind of torn apart due to certain political action from the U.S. Honduras is a kind of famous example due to a coup d'etat, and we backed a president and basically threw a fit that if he wasn't recognized, we would go to town. And a lot of refugees came from here, and we try to stop them saying, hey, it's an invasion on U.S. because that's what we do. Just some more context.
Thank you.
Back Dragon.
So we got a dude whose shoes is dropping next week, but he also is shooting
New colorway dropping. They're technically already out.
I mean, they've been on the hush hush because he been out here playing laser tag with folks. I just want to just speak on the Ja Morant situation. I think it's big news and important topic, quote unquote. So much that Simba from the Bay, he did a song about Ja Morant, which was actually a pretty dope song too if you listen to it. And it for me it touches on a lot of the 23-year-old mentality. But
Is it better than the Mo Bamba song?
yes,
That was funny. That was funny.
I don't know if it's gonna get as much notoriety as the Mo Bamba song.
Fair. Actually, that's top 10 worst songs ever made.
Yeah, it was
Mo
popular for a
Bamba.
minute. Yeah, but if you don't know, Ja Morant got caught with a gun a first time, and then he about a few weeks ago. What did you say?
Oh, the second time it happened?
He
I
got
think I feel
caught
like
in
it
the
was last
video
week.
with the gun again.
Both on IG Live.
Which is like, bro,
Like something you have full control over.
like.
No, his friend was on IG. Oh, I'll let
But-
my bad.
But so from my perspective, yes, I understand whatever you want to protect yourself. Great. But there's moments in which you protect yourself, and there's other moments in which you don't need to do those things. But I feel that on the flip side, I feel that the NBA is taking his punishment worse than other people who, for example, Gilbert Arenas, who had the gun in the locker room
And threatened.
Yeah. Right. So it's like there's been other players who have done significant things.
Yeah.
In the past,
I've seen the Steven Jackson make the whole Chris Kaman argument as well when Chris Kaman was caught with body armor and AR-15s and all that.
Two AR-15s, body armor, handguns, all that in an online post, like
2013 or whatever.
So, but it's like, where do we draw the line? I understand he's your star right now.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest names in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still also 23 years old.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a tough situation. Go ahead.
I'm so glad we're talking about this, because this is like an interesting conversation, because I've heard a lot. When I mean I heard a lot, I've heard a lot of perspective of, he's young, and why can't young people make mistakes, things like that. And one of the things I do have to mention, or if I'm being honest with you, in the contract that you have signed, it says if there's any things that's detriment to the league, we're gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a problem with it. And the reason why I bring that up is, right, I feel like sometimes like we pick and choose. We're like, I don't mind Ja having and making a mistake, but here's the thing: it's in your contract. And then on top of that, let's keep it a band. Let's keep it a super, super duper band, where like you're trying to be something that you're not. Wait. You're trying to be something that you're not, right? And you're getting egged on by people who don't have your best interests at heart, and you're looking for validation from a place that doesn't serve you. So yes, it's okay for, and I know you have a rebuttal to this. I don't have a problem. I also want to make sure I'm saying this too. I don't have a problem with anyone carrying or having a gun, right? But it's also, we all have jobs we ever here to. We all have duties and things like that, where like, I'll keep it honest. People who hunt, right? People who hunt, they are not doing this. Like, that doesn't scream.
Some are, but
I'm saying that doesn't scream. That doesn't promote, because we have to keep it a band. That doesn't promote what young NBA boy energy is like. We're like, I can't even say he's not being a responsible gun owner. Like, he's just, or maybe it's not loaded. But I'm just saying, like, do you get where I'm going with it? Where it's like, yes, I can have credence because he's young, but also like, that's in your contract. That's your money. Like, that's your fault.
But I think
that's the place where you work.
And not to cut you off, but I think we have to take ourselves out the picture. And I think us putting our own perspective and opinion on it is where a lot of lines get blurred, right? We have aspects of Ja's childhood and how he grew up. We don't know what happened to Ja when he went to college. You don't know what happened to Ja his first few years in the NBA. We don't know what the people that he hung out with and hang out with, what they do or what they claim or whatever the case may be. We don't know all this information. But for people to be like, this ain't his life, this ain't what he's about, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter. That's not what it, the thing is like, what you're saying, I understand his promotion of the gun on Instagram or IG Live and his stature of who he is. That's also important. But if he doesn't know better, if he doesn't know, and then goes back to what I was saying, talking about vets. Who's the vet on his team?
You Thomas Apple.
Like,
who's the vet on his team?
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams tried to say some shit.
Steven Adams too nice.
You should, but what I'm saying is like, you don't have the Steven Jackson in the locker room putting this nigga in his place, talking about, bro, you acting stupid right now. Gilbert Arenas or whatever. Like, people who've made some of these same mistakes, you don't have those people. Steven Jackson, man, I don't think he's got a technical in the last year or something. Like, that's your vet. Like, that's not someone that can really abide or like confide into this one person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to think about circumstances. We have to think about conversation. We have to think about people. And we have to think about perspective. Our perspective is one perspective. We don't know what he's going through. Like, what he had to do for his sister in the park, what he had to do, the one-on-one bet. We don't know the dynamics of that. These kids are carrying guns nowadays. So
I have something, but go ahead.
I wanted to make a point about like the whole like the argument that like, oh, he's a 23-year-old kid and he's learning. I think that's fair for like if you're talking about a normal 23-year-old growing up, but you have to look at like from his perspective, he has an entire team behind him. He has an entire management team. He has an agent. He has a whole staff dedicated to him that like he can learn from, that he can talk to, that he has a PR team, all this stuff. So it's like, yes, he's young and it's a young mistake to make, but like you have people who watch out for you versus like a normal 23-year-old doesn't, and that's why they make those mistakes and they learn from it.
But just because he got a team behind him don't mean they watch him 24 hours a day. He's still a 23-year-old minded dude. And now he's a 23-year-old minded dude with $200 million.
And the second part of that too is not, okay, you do it the first time. He kind of got off with like a slap on the wrist. It was an 8-game suspension and he went to a rehab facility.
I have questions about that, but I'll wait.
But to do it a second time, the league has to make an example of him. I'm not saying it's fair or whatever. It's going to happen. I think it's going to be at least half the season next year and a hefty fine.
Don't draft him.
Because the thing is, especially like a Ja and the type of player like Ja is, he attracts like a younger demographic. His shoes are more younger demographic oriented. The NBA is not going to want any association with gun violence and younger audience members. So
then stop playing hip hop music in arenas.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's on the player's request.
But that's
we're far. Okay, we're not about to.
That's like the whole video game.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
You see, but that's what I'm saying.
Like video games.
We begin to put these players on pedestals and make them as gods.
We do. I do think we over.
But at the end of the day, they're still human. At the end of the day, like he is still a 23-year-old young dude. What were you doing at 23 years old?
Graduated college and got my first job out of college and was paying bills.
So let's.
Did you come across $200 million at 23 years old?
No, I'd be. I think I'd handle a little better though than Ja. I'll be honest.
So let's say this: a 23-year-old, we'll say a regular 23-year-old, is not going to their job and brandishing a gun, even though he didn't do that, right? But I think a 23-year-old knows if my employer knows what I'm doing off of work,
I'm conscious. Yeah,
I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
My thing is.
So my thing is,
I know 23-year-olds right now who are carrying pistols.
Okay,
but there's something about like carrying. That's fine. You can.
That's nothing wrong about carrying.
But flashing
I know
it.
18-year-olds that are on Snapchat smoking weed with pistols in their lap.
Let me tell you this.
What I'm saying
is that guy like a positive person to look at? Is that
a lot of young kids look up to him?
Okay,
that's not a good thing though.
No,
that's not a good thing. That guy should get a 40-game suspension too.
Well, my thing to that is it's those things the kids are already doing. So he's doing what the kids are doing. So it's not like it's something new. People just don't understand.
But you can either cut it at the problem. You can either cut the head off, or you just let it keep going and growing.
The thing that we're missing, the thing that I believe we're missing is Ja lost me when you're needing to brandish a weapon on a 17-year-old. That's ridiculous. Like that in itself lets me know that this person is going through a lot of things. Ja lost me at when he called goons to a mall. Ja lost me when you're at your job, allegedly, sitting out and having like lasers being pointed. Where I'm just kind of like
on the Pacer team,
on the Pacer team, and like AJ, I want to give Josh, I want to get Ja Wick his grace, but there comes a point in time when like it's not like one thing, and I think that's why I kind of want to like iron out where like it's not like this one thing, because this answer, I believe the answer is very nuanced. Where Ja definitely should take some responsibility. Obviously, culture takes a bit of responsibility, but at the end of the day, it still lies with the person. Where there are 23-year-olds not in America, that are across the world, that are more mature in handling this. Where like for his situation, for his life, and I appreciate you saying, because we do not know. You are a leader now. I don't know who needs to sit him down. Your life is different. Like it's unfair. Like
T. Morant has failed.
That number two, like Michael Jackson, what happened to him? Unfair.
Yeah.
His life, like people treating him not with that. but that comes with the price, with the gift that he received.
I don't know. For me, like, I understand what y'all saying, absolutely, but I think you cannot negate normalcy in a human being, like, and it shouldn't be deemed normal. Absolutely not. But we have to look at our culture. We have to look at our society.
Wait,
we have to.
Wait, we're sorry to interrupt. You saying it's normal to flash guns on IG?
People flash guns all over social media nowadays.
No, it is not normal to flash guns on IG Live. I disagree.
It should not become a norm.
I'm not saying it is normal. It is normal that kids are on IG Live with guns. It is normal that kids are in music videos with guns. It is normal that kids are on Snapchat with guns. Those things are normal.
The thing is, though, it's only normal if we accept it and we allow it to continue.
I'm not saying I accept it. I'm saying that people don't see there's a bigger issue than Ja Morant in our society. People just want to use him as a figure to say, stop doing this. But Ja Morant isn't the only person that's been doing this. There's been a lot of J.R. Smith did it. What's his name? Another NBA player did it a long time ago when he was banging John Wall. John Wall is the same thing when he's with the group of all his blood members hanging in the thing with the gun on his lap. Nothing happened to John Wall. This has been a thing. This has been a thing. It's not new. That's the thing that people don't understand. It's not new. Like John Wall did the same thing.
Okay, so my thing I would kick to you is, what responsibility does Ja have with this? Because the fact that, and this is actually one of my pet peeves, and I think Shannon Sharp said this was funny, where like he went through like a drive-through mental health services, went for 4 weeks, and was like, I'm good, guys. And as a professional, I know those Miami treatment centers didn't do that. It was like club shade for them.
But my
thing is, so let me finish. So what responsibility should he take if we're looking at a pie graph? Because like, because I want to keep saying this again for whoever is listening, I don't think this is fully on Ja, but I still think Ja takes majority of it because he is his own person, and I feel like people don't do enough jobs of like, ooh, I still made decision choices. But I'm just curious, what agency do you think he has with this?
I think it comes from many different. So Ja specifically, maybe 50%. 50% is Ja.
I'll say for me it would be 60.
Like 50% is Ja, but when we talk about, especially this is the line of work that you work in, how often do you see black males coming in to talk about trauma? How often do you see black folks raised with the stigmatism of seeing a therapist? How often do you see these things that people are like, he just need to go do this, he need to go do that? So from my perspective, Ja going to go do a drive-through therapy, whatever you want to call it, right? Fast food therapy, right? He's not going to take that in. He's not going to respect that. Why? Probably perspective, where it comes from, being forced. It's not choice. So why am I going to sit down and express myself to somebody I don't know, I've never met probably before, allegedly, I don't know, and have this conversation that needs to be had? There's no trust there. Like, that's one of the things that you talk about, right? You talk about building trust in the relationship, and you give him 4 weeks. You think he's going to trust somebody in 4 weeks for him to be able to?
Well, then you could say that about any form of therapy. Like, the whole point of therapy is that you are talking to someone who doesn't actually know you, so it's unbiased.
But at the end of the day,
it's like more honest and real.
Culturally, I'm not going to open up to someone who doesn't understand me. That's me. That's just me.
All right, what I would speak to that is lots of people, we'll just say this, lots of people think they're ready for therapy, and they use therapy as a trendy conversational topic. You would talk about it at the bar to go in like, oh, I've gone to therapy, but a lot of good therapeutic work is not really done until you spent like 4 months in it. And let's just say this. Maybe allegedly the Grizzlies was like, all right, we need you to come back before the season goes. But like, I'll be honest, I don't think Ja's ready. I don't think Ja's ready for his entire life, in my own perspective, because let's just say heavy is the wearer of the crown, because we look at LeBron James, he had this hype at 16, 17. I'm pretty sure he's seen equally enough as what Ja's seen. It's just very interesting that, all right, he's able to navigate that. We look at Dwayne Wade, we look at Damian Lillard, we look at all these other people where I'm like, he has the capabilities, once again, because I got to bring this back to the person, to reach out to these people for the help, for his dad. Because let's just say, we've talked about this before, where I feel like his dad is there, but that's not here or there, because we want to bring it back to the young man where you're right. He doesn't have a normal 23-year-old lifestyle. And it's like, I'm sorry, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, equivalent exchange. For you to get $150 million, you can't flash guns on IG. That if someone would tell me, hey, we all get $50 million, you can't masturbate for a year, we would be good. We'd be like, you know what? It might cost, bro. Hey, stop it. Don't do that here. 50 million's on the way.
But my thing to that is it's not like that. And I think we don't understand that. I don't understand that because I've never seen $200 million. So you can't speak to that until you receive that money and say, I know what the feeling is to have $200 million. And I think that is a perspective that we have to stay out of because we don't understand that perspective unless you got $200 million hidden somewhere.
No, but I do have a salary job where I also know like I can't post certain things on LinkedIn. I can't post certain things on Instagram, on Twitter because of fear that like those accounts of mine are all private because I don't want someone that knows me from work to bring this up or know anything like that. So I am conscious of what I post. Even though I don't have $250 million, I still have a salary that I protect at the end of the day. So I am conscious in that way.
So whether it's $250 million, a job, an opportunity, like we're all protecting something. And like at the same time, because the reason why I'm saying this answer so nuanced is like, what's the difference between, Ja and his rights, but at the same time, his own personal responsibility for the choices that he makes. Where like sometimes I feel like when we get in these conversations to get it off of Ja, right, is like regardless of people's traumas and things like that, some people still choose what they choose.
Absolutely.
And my thing is, I want you to hold this L, young man.
Yeah. And
I hope you're getting the help that you're getting.
This wouldn't be happening if David Stern was commissioner, is all I'm going to say.
I don't know, because it did happen. These things did happen. And I think I think we have to, I think in society we're so quick to point fingers at people and say,
True.
Like, you're wrong, you did this, you did that wrong, and not understand, like, where their head might be, what they're trying to do, what pressures they're dealing with. And I'm not saying Ja's not wrong. Absolutely not. He's wrong. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You've been warned multiple times. But on the same sense, people are not asking, okay, Ja, what's good?
Mm-hmm.
People are just like, you're wrong. You're making all this money. You're bad. You're a bad influence to people. Da-da-da. What other pressures does this feel? Because even when he came back during the season, when he came back after those games, he was not the same dude. He came out, got hurt. Like, you can tell his head was out of basketball.
Yeah.
Like, and then you expect somebody to, like, be okay. Now he's not even thinking about basketball anymore. He's thinking about what he doing. And what he do? Mm-hmm. Go out and do something stupid again?
Yeah.
His head ain't even about basketball. So has anyone sat down and had that conversation like, Ja, what's good?
The most interesting video I saw about this, because, everyone has the think piece on it on YouTube and whatever. Gilbert Arenas talking about it. Agent Zero. Gil's got a podcast, really good podcast, by the way. But his little 20-minute spiel about it was really interesting. He said Ja has to cut his hair as part of his re-image process. And he said it's going to take a year, maybe 2, probably, until like it fully like gets swept away.
That's interesting.
I'd recommend checking it out. It's interesting.
All right.
But yeah. Next topic. Can I go into it? All right. The darling of the world at the moment. The guy that can do no wrong. Bad Bunny. Music, acting, WWE. He does it all at this point.
Bad Bunny, baby.
He's like The Rock, but worse.
Whoa.
Joking. No one's worse than The Rock. Anyways, Bad Bunny fans are upset, and not just about the Kendall Jenner dating rumors. Oh no, Bad Bunny. Quote, for many Latina fans venting their grievances online, Bad Bunny's recent dates with Jenner forces them to think about the possibilities and limits of popular culture and what happens when the icons we love don't love us back. Speaking specifically, another quote here. He is associating himself with a woman who has shown that she does not represent the Latin community. So essentially what people are mad about is that Bad Bunny rumored to be dating Kendall Jenner, white woman, had a tequila commercial last year that didn't go great over, kind of representing like the Latin culture in a very stereotypical way. And Bad Bunny in the past had talked about like America's not supporting Puerto Ricans and like when that whole thing was going on, and now he's kind of being a little hypocritical by dating a famous white woman. So the fans are not happy with Mr. Bad Bunny at the moment.
I think I speak on this. I'm the resident expert.
Yeah, Robert is a huge Bad Bunny fan. I've seen his t-shirt collection. It's almost all Bad Bunny shirts.
I was talking about the Latinas, but I do like Bad Bunny. But I'll just say this.
Whose side are you taking? Bad Bunny's or the Latina community?
I'm actually gonna plead the fifth.
Robert can't be a public enemy number one.
I'm about to upset that population. I'll just say this. It's very interesting because I saw like the reaction when I'll just speak to this, and you're looking at me. You have some things to say. I'll just say this. When they showed up at the Laker game, and like before, like the games page made that Bad Bunny whispering into a meme, which I knew that was going to be a fucking meme. He's fucking
that was an industry plant meme. Everyone knows that.
And anyway, I was like, the Latinos are sick right now.
Oh, they're
Bad Bunny is their superhero,
dude.
Bad Bunny is their superhero. When Bad Bunny, like, y'all think I'm playing. If Bad Bunny comes back here again, y'all want to talk about doing content? We have to go to the Motor Center before the Bad Bunny concert.
Oh my
they
God.
Come out in droves
Like
for that guy.
cockroaches.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I just want to make sure there's the pause so they look over there. Anyway, I'll just say, dang, like, it's like, I would say like Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny equivalent for, I believe, for us is like
Beyonce and the Beehives.
For us, it's Justin Bieber.
Yeah, if Beyonce dated a white man, they would be sick.
That would
See, you just picture World War VII in your head. Black Twitter would be in flames.
Pete Davidson.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Queen Bee with Pete Davidson, huh?
Damn! That would be World War VII.
That's crazy to even think about.
See, like
I can't even like picture that.
think a black woman. No. It can't be black woman. It has to be a black man. No. I'm about to fuck it up for y'all. What if Barack Obama dated? See, what if Barack Obama left Michelle for like
Kim Kardashian.
I was gonna say Meryl Streep. I was trying to think of somebody in his age bracket, but like, yeah, Barack Obama with what's not Candace Jenner?
Kendall Jenner?
Not Kendall.
Oh,
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner? Ew.
Ooh, just think of the internet, bro.
Yeah, that'd be so weird.
Nah.
Yeah,
I think the Beyonce reference was better though. I'll give you that. with Pete Davidson, I think that's yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be worse for a black guy.
Do you think it's fair, or should he be allowed to date who he wants?
Pete?
No, fuck Pete. Bad Bunny. I see Pete enough on those Taco Bell commercials. Every fucking playoff game, I have to see Pete Davidson's face for a Taco Bell commercial. I'm
Bell's
sick
gross.
of it.
Gross.
Anyways.
I just feel that like we live in this like celebrity dominated world to where like people just want like they will just want to be talked about. I feel like this is like a way for him to just be in popular culture.
Racist talk.
Like it absolutely. Like it doesn't matter because they date for 2 months and they break up and Bad Bunny's back to being Bad Bunny and now he's even more popular.
Yeah.
But
and then he
it's
goes
like,
gets like a.
I mean, it's the same
A
thing as
Latina
Jennifer
girl.
Lopez. When Jennifer Lopez started dating whatever his
Ben
name
Affleck?
was, Ben Affleck, and it became like a huge issue.
Yeah.
Then she started dating Alex Rodriguez, and it was like this major positive boom for her.
She
And
can't
now
even speak Spanish.
Nope. And now she's
Ben
back
Affleck
with
speaks better.
freaking Ben Affleck
Yeah.
again. And it's like, and everyone's like, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like we have this like tendency in society to be like point the fingers at relationships or whatever. Do I feel like Bad Bunny went back on his word? Absolutely, bro. Like you can't say one thing and then go do another thing.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you guys. There's this Ben Affleck.
We speak Spanish. I love that video.
When he's opening Jennifer Lopez's
Oh,
door.
yeah.
And then he was stressed
And he wants to put a gun through his head.
I see.
The worst part is when he went to his side and he was about to get in. Y'all know that frustrated look when you with your girl and you're like, God damn, I want to strangle this bitch. But I can't do it because I'm going to go to jail for 1,000 years. And the camera guy caught him. Oh, man, I'm super sorry.
That shit
I'm
was
in
hilarious.
tears because I
hilarious.
watched, that's in my save file to watch rent free in my head. Oh, my gosh. He slammed that door respectfully. He said, get your ass in the car.
Yep.
That's funny.
Walked around the car, took a big deep breath. Like
those big deep breaths when you're like in an argument with your significant other is the life saving, life changing. Oh man, for me, you know, not that I subscribe to Dr. Umar Johnson, but you know, the good doctor says snow bunnies are not for the honeys. But no, I'm not about to go to Dr. Umar Johnson route. But no, if I'm not trying to be funny and not going the Umar route and just being like who I am, I don't see anything wrong with it. Where like it's whole like we're into like it's like I agree. I think it's plant worthy. It's very plant worthy, but at the same time, it is like if he likes this woman,
She's an attractive woman. You can't say she's not.
Kim has assumed as the most attractive Kardashian.
Who?
Kim
Kardashian?
She's the most attractive one.
they all been ran
She's a-
through
she's-
like
she's
stop
a little-
signs. They all been ran through like stop signs, but it's all right.
I agree with Rob. 100% agree with Rob.
Kim is the most attractive now. It used to be.
I'll go Kylie.
It used to be. What's the
Chloe?
eldest?
Courtney?
Yeah, it used to be Courtney.
No, it's always been Kim. It's literally
Ooh.
Kim made the entire family famous.
From a sex tape, that don't
Exactly.
That don't make her attractive.
She's
I
literally
mean-
she's literally made the
No.
entire family famous from the show. Everything. Why do you
From
see
a
her
sex
less on?
tape.
Why do you think she is the least shown on the show? Because she's the most
OJ
busy.
the OJ thing made them famous. She just
No.
doubled it.
No.
No.
Kim-
no one knew
Kim-
about them. They knew about the lawyer, but no one knew about the kids until the.
If you ever
sex
watch the
tape.
show, you can tell Kim is the star. Kim is the alpha of that family.
Yes,
Chloe-
absolutely.
And Courtney they're pretty too, but Kim was the star. She's but I think the two Jenner sisters are have caught up to her.
I agree with Koss here. Kim is the best out of them.
Kim is the best,
Kim is the best.
but I think Kylie's close to passing her.
What about Kendall?
Kendall's the most natural.
Kendall's the most natural, and I respect Kendall the most.
Yeah, because she's like, look here, I'm gonna do it on my own terms. And she's clearly destroying. She's
destroying NBA careers.
She literally has wrecked more NBA careers.
Bad Bunny also not really her type. If you go down the line of the guys, that's why I think it's also like a stock industry plant type of relationship.
I will give you this. I did lose. Bad Bunny for me did lose like 100 cool points when he made a song dissing Devin Booker for being in a relationship with.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he has a song
after they started dating. Before.
During.
Oh, during.
Oh, so he
made a song.
So he dissed him for being with her.
He made a reference that the sun shines better in Mexico rather than in Phoenix or in Arizona. And the only equivalent is Devin Booker plays for the Suns, all this other stuff. Devin Booker made a tweet about it, and he was saying, I think he was alluding to unsafe for work comments, and he was smart, and he deleted the tweet because he was saying something about fact dragging. Yeah.
Did he flash a gun?
Fact dragging, yes. What did Devin Booker say?
He got on that quick.
So first that line is, but the sun in Puerto Rico is hotter than in Phoenix. She knows it, on a track called Coco Chanel.
Yes. Devin Booker said what?
I'm still looking.
Devin Booker said something that the NBA would have fined him for. What's to say this? They fined Cam Thomas for it. Y'all remember what Cam Thomas said?
No.
From Brooklyn?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Shit ain't funny.
I don't know who that's from.
That's Cam Thomas. He said that. Where they're like, why didn't you smile?
No, I think he said like no homo or something like that. During like a live NBA.
That hard. I'm sorry. That was. I haven't heard that one in a while.
But like not Bad Bunny.
You got fined for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that he did get fined for that. Yeah.
What?
It was during an interview. He's like, "Oh, I love that guy. No homo." Something like that. Yeah. You know, like those jokes you'd say with your friends or whatever. I guess.
No, Devin Booker said something equivalent. He's like, "Oh, here he goes, being cute around the boys again." I said Devin Booker, and he deleted
that. Bunny, he's a little sus. I'll give Devin that. Any man that has a septum piercing is a little sus.
I think he's bisexual.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's fluid. Allegedly, I think. I
would not be surprised if he makes out with.
No, Bad Bunny. I think he's fluid.
Not surprised.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just stuff like. I just don't respect that. We're like, if me and AJ were going for like or situation, like I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
but at the same time, Bad Bunny likes WWE wrestling, so anyone that likes that, I don't trust. So, anyways.
So you don't trust Jamal?
A little bit. That's the one. His biggest red flag is how big of a. I think his brother's more of a fan.
Yeah.
But either way.
Okay, I have like a confession. I think Jamal actually has hair. He just like wearing like a cap when I see him.
Stop. That's really funny, actually.
One time I'll be like, I want to snatch it off of him. I'm like, there it is.
Or he can grow hair. He just decides not to.
Boom. I love the theory.
He just shaves his head every morning.
Boom.
No, I think that guy really wishes he had hair.
Jamal, I love you.
I love you, Jamal.
I love you.
My future neighbor.
The tweet is super short. It's all of 6 words. He worried about another man again.
I love how you said it. Yes. That was perfect.
Perfect.
That was perfect.
Say it again.
He worried about another man again.
That's what he said.
That's hilarious.
And he deleted it.
So funny.
And he deleted the tweet because he know the NBA would be like,
But how old is Devin Booker?
Devin Booker's
26.
Yeah,
26.
Exactly.
And John 3 years. Anywho, that's about whatever.
That's 3 more years in the league because Devin Booker at 23 would have probably done.
Also, tweeting that isn't as bad as flashing a gun. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
So no, it's just like I would say for me, I can see where the Latin community or say Latinas are coming from, but like at the end of the day, it's like you love who you love, and
he'll end up with a Latina at the end of the day. I think this is just a money industry stock raise, but also just an experiment.
Money.
I'm saying, man, he's untouchable right now. If you see him, dude, he's fucking. I can't.
But so
I don't listen to his music, and I can't avoid him.
So my thing is, you think it's in reverse? So she went after him to get more popular again.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say that's more likely.
Yes.
Yeah, because of
1,000.
because of everything.
She
he's
knew
in.
he's a hot target, so she said, "Let me slide up on him."
And he's like, I'm not gonna refuse it.
Bink. And now she's a talk of the town with him.
She's getting plus. He's getting hit. Plus, ding.
You see what I'm saying?
Like Full Metal Alchemist, man.
Some-
Equal
Equivalent exchange.
equivalent exchange.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
100%.
But my thing to that is, isn't that kind of the Kardashian curse though?
100%. The Kardashian curse is a real thing.
Like it's kind of the curse.
Yeah.
You plummet people to make yourself.
We talked about that
more
in the past.
successful?
How there's this whole conspiracy theory about the
Absolutely.
Kardashians actually being from like witches, and like this whole.
I
Thing.
mean, think about it. Everybody they've touched has been worse off. Worse
except
Who? Pete?
Pete. First off, Pete's doing great.
No, his depression is on a new level.
I'm not gonna get into it. There was a joke there I was gonna make.
Go.
No.
Yeah, wait.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say maybe if he made more jokes about his dad dying in 9/11, he did.
Wow.
If you ever watch his stand up, you know it's all he talks about. Anyways,
Our show's been canceled, by the way.
I don't know if I should believe that.
no, I'm saying if you watch his stand, I actually
show's been
used to
canceled,
like
by
his
the way.
stand up. That's all he talks about.
You know what? We're gonna leave it.
Anyways, that was Chris Humphries. I think Chris Humphries is at peace with his life.
No, Kanye West, I think, survived it.
Oh,
no,
no,
he
no,
did
no,
not.
no, no,
Wait a
no,
second.
no, no, no.
Anyway, Chris Humphries.
Yeah, I don't know where
No
where's
longer in the league. He doesn't exist.
he. Probably better, honestly, that way.
Exactly.
No one's bothering him.
Worse. This
No one's
man was
bothering
making
him.
Millions.
He still has those millions.
No, I guarantee you he doesn't.
I think he probably invested it in something, and he's okay.
I don't believe that one at all.
Reggie Bush is doing okay. He's on College Game Day.
Oh, I was thinking of
Reggie Bush still has a good hairline.
not
It looks
Reggie
good.
Bush. What's his name? He's CTC man.
I think the guy that I don't know what he's
No, he's Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell.
No.
Oh, Antonio Walker.
Yeah,
or Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
thinking Antonio Brown. My bad, wrong person.
The guy who got it worst, funny enough, from the Kardashian who has the least influence,
Rob.
Lamar Odom.
Correct.
Yeah, that guy got
I
fucked.
mean, look at Tristan Thompson. Like,
that guy's a scumbag though. He kind of,
I mean,
You mean Cheating Thompson?
yeah.
dude, man.
Allegedly.
And then with Courtney,
Oh no, it's been proven. That's not alleged. Yeah,
Right,
he
but,
got
you know,
he got kids with other women.
Sometimes you gotta make sure.
anyways, last topic. You had something.
Last topic. It won't be as long. So, y'all remember that one song? It goes down in the DM.
Yeah.
It go down in the DM. Hey. Snapchat me that.
Yo Gotti.
Yeah. You want to talk about the man of manifestation? Yo Gotti said in a song that,
I just want to Angela Simmons.
and my man got
I'm
him
in love
a,
with Angela Simmons.
and he ends up with Angela Simmons. And I will say this, I think legitimately, deep down, homeboy really fucks with her. Like heavy.
Yeah,
And he got the gal of his dreams. So,
Shoe designer Angela Simmons.
yes.
Didn't know her until the
Cupcake.
second.
That's the brand. Well, it used to be the brand Cupcake.
Yeah, I'm out.
Didn't know.
I used to watch the hell out of that reality TV show. But anyway, so long story short, they're together, and I sometimes scroll, and there's this funny comedian. I want to give credit. His name is Ryan Davis, and Angela Simmons gifted Yo Gotti a Tesla truck. The doors like fly up and shit.
The
And,
Cybertruck.
yeah,
Or no, was it SUV or a truck?
it's like a
If the
SUV.
if the doors go like this, it's the Model X.
Model X. Yeah.
Okay.
Got him that, and then Yo Gotti's reacting, and a lot of people in the comments was like, "Oh, he doesn't look happy that he got this car. He doesn't have enough gadgets and shit." And at first, I thought Ryan was being like ridiculous, and then I went to the actual video, and I was like, people were really commenting that, man, he really hates this gift. This is horrible. It's horrible. And I just want to play a little bit of the clip because I want to talk to y'all about
I wanna see this clip.
what Ryan was bringing up.
Yesterday I saw a post where Angela Simmons gave her boyfriend Yo Gotti a Tesla for his birthday, and people were in the comments insinuating that he's not happy about it because the car is not quite as luxury as his other vehicles.
True.
Are y'all stupid? Do y'all not understand the value of receiving something from somebody you love?
Mm-hmm.
You think just because something is more expensive or because you paid for it versus not paying for it, that you like it more? Let me put it this way, fellas. Would you prefer getting head from somebody that's like the girl of your dreams, or from a prostitute that looks similar, but you paid more for it because it was $40? Which, you see how that's stupid? Real stupid.
Did not get that reference.
Receiving something
Analogy.
from somebody you care about will always
I get that analogy.
Anywho, I thought that was hilarious. I guess I wanted to like end the night off with just kind of like talking about, because we've been actually talking a lot about our current structure in society from the beginning. It's just like, I don't know, maybe AI needs to take over, because like we're horrible. Like I was literally watching people be like, this sucks. Like he hates this. For being like, I know I don't have millions of dollars yet. It's like, if my girl gives me like a bag of Sour Patch Kids and it's not even my favorite flavor, I'm just like, damn, you thought about a G. I fucking appreciate that shit. Or like, I'll never forget this. Shout out to Jay. I remember Jordan was like, oh, let's go catch a movie, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to, y'all's other stuff. He's like, don't worry about it, I got the movie. And like, I was so caught in like the transactional act of like friendship, transactional act of like doing stuff, where I'm just kind of like, when you're with people that you love, whether it's friendship, romantic, or family, allowing people just to do things, whatever they have is like important. And like, it's just baffles me how far that we are away, where we're now judging a gift, where I'm just like, that's fucking ridiculous.
This reminds me of the Kendrick Lamar situation that happened a couple years back. What? Where he got his either little sister or his little cousin, like her first car. She was like 16, I think 17. Her first car, and it was like a brand new Corolla or Camry. It was a brand new Camry. Brand new Camrys roll for like $35,000 ish, fully packaged out. But people were digging into him that he's like, Kendrick Lamar makes all these millions and you could only get her a Camry and all this stuff.
I remember the fuck out of that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man, like, yeah, it's our society. Like, everyone's gonna judge everything now. Talking about gifts. Oh, if I was making that money, oh yeah, I'd get so and so an S-Class Mercedes, not a Model X.
I think when people step outside of the keeping up with the Joneses mindset, you get that, like, you get talked about. Like, everyone wants to show out, to say, I have more than this person, I got more than them, I got better this than that. And it's like, you lose track of actual reality, and you're so caught up in the item that you lose track of, like you were saying, the actual purpose of a gift. The gift is to show you something out of the kindness of my heart. It's not mandatory that I give you something. It's an option that I'm giving you something. Like Robert was saying, like, you're thinking of me in this moment, regardless if it's $2 or $2,000. Like, you're thinking of me in this moment. That should be more appreciated than, oh, that's it? You just got me a sour worms? That's it? That's all you can get me? Like, you didn't even give me my favorite candy. Like, it's like, you can't. We've lost this sense of appreciation for people.
Yeah.
So it's more about the item than the people.
I'll play devil's advocate here. What's either of you can answer. What's like an expensive hobby you have, or something that's like a little more expensive that you like research a lot into?
Podcasting. It's actually a hobby / career. That's a damn good question. Expensive hobby that I have.
Sports.
Okay, let's say RJ. All right.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Arthur. What's something expensive? Sports wise, basketball shoes, sure.
Sneakers,
basketball shoes. Okay.
Sneakerhead.
Let's say you want the new Ja Morants. You want the new Ja Morants.
Yeah.
And your special person gets you a pair of stinky New Balance Kawhi Leonard shoes. Are you going to be like, oh, yeah, I love them? Are you going to be like, oh, I'm still thinking about those Ja Morants? You'd be like, oh, you could have got me something cheaper. Because now it's like, do I still buy the Ja Morants?
So for me and my personality, I just would appreciate it and they get worn out. I'm gonna wear them out.
Yeah.
And then go get the Ja Morants.
And then go get the Ja Morants. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna be tripping because it's something I had to pay for. Now I got basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Wait.
that's my mindset.
Would you have told them maybe like, oh, next time just get me like Sour
No.
Patch Kids?
No, I would have said thank you and kept it moving.
Okay. You may have to re-answer this again. So I have like a clarifying question.
Okay.
Did he say exclusively, I want the Ja Morants? Like, this is what I'm asking for.
Well, I don't know
like,
if Yo
birthday?
Gotti specified what type of cars he's into with her or what.
Okay, no, I'm just asking. Did he specifically asked for the Ja Morants and you pull up with the Kawhis?
Sure. Let's say like, he's been looking at him a lot, talking about him a lot.
Okay, so you asking for the John Wick 4s. The bloody version, chapter 4.
The bloody
Reds.
version.
The blood braids.
Blood red Ja Morants.
Yeah, whoa, hey,
Dylan
Nike,
Brooks' revenge.
Nike, get us in the lab. We got shoes for y'all.
I would be like, thank you. This isn't what I asked for, but thank you.
Would you
I appreciate
jump
it.
up, click your heels, all happy?
I mean, I would still say thank you, give the person a hug, and keep it pushing. And I would wear the shit out of them and then go get the Ja Morants.
Okay.
The John Wick 4s.
There you go.
The gun edition. No, the gun red edition.
The 40 game of suspension edition.
Suspension edition.
I agree with Koss. I think he's gonna be gone half the year. NBA drafters, don't touch him. I'll tell you that. Secrets. I also just want to say too as well. We're like, I agree. We're like, I think as people we have to assess energy. We have to assess effort. Or if someone's putting a lot of energy and effort, that's how you meet them. Where it's like, let's just say, I love how you said that. Where if something that you don't like, it's like, do I demean the person for taking their time out? Be like, oh no, I appreciate this. These are gonna be my new shoes. I'm gonna mow the lawn in.
Yeah.
Look at me. But this is more of me. And obviously, if you can't do that, it's not a rhyme or reason. There's other things you can do. I feel like there's a graceful way of like engaging our relationship with that. And I feel like going back to what we all have been saying, where like one of the things I think that we got right here, just on the show, is like we gotta know what contentness looks like. We're like, I have a good idea of what y'all would all do with 100 mil.
What?
I don't think y'all gonna.
What would I do with 100 mil?
You gonna get on Instagram Live, flash some guns.
You damn right I would.
Exactly. But no, it's just like so it's just like
Now you're gonna throw it across the floor of a strip club. That's what you're gonna do.
Yes, I would cover the entire floor in dollar bills and then have the stripper write a hit piece on me. Did you guys see that? Who cares? I'm sorry.
so no.
I didn't even know Denver had strip clubs.
Oh, they do.
I guess I'm thinking of Salt Lake City. Same difference.
Exactly. Well,
You want to know what my sister does when I buy her a gift and she doesn't like it? She returns it.
fuck.
Even if she likes it, if it's too much, she'd rather just have the money.
Really?
Yeah, so I always buy her a gift with a gift receipt.
Damn. She's
And I know because I'll get the email like, oh, item returned. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, Julia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
damn. Well, announcement. Stay tuned. Next episode's going to be spectacular, but in a couple of weeks, I know we've talked about it a while ago, but in the next couple of weeks, everybody, we're going to have a call-in feature. Call into the show. AJ may answer. Cost may answer. I may answer. Hell, we might even let the critics answer. So,
What happened to Left on Red?
that's what Left on Red is turning into. We're rebranding, so doing some new things. So I've decided not to release that just yet. But Left on Reds will be available. They're just going to turn into the calls.
Man, y'all still need to leave comments in our questions in our comment section too, because I would like to answer some of y'all questions. Okay. All right.
Well, this has been another thrilling installment of the Play-Doh Games podcast. Oh, yeah. Well, if you like what we're doing, like, comment. What's something like Young NBA Boy says?
I don't listen to Young M.A.
I don't know, man.
Young M.A. Don't say that. I don't
Young
even-
Ma?
or
Young M.A.?
Young
Have
boy.
you seen her recently? Yikes.
NBA Young Boy.
Stop it.
NBA Young Boy.
Bumbleclad. Take care, everyone.
He's rebranding
If you
his
like
life.
what we're doing, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications.
Log one.
Follow us.
Cancel.
Follow us. If you want to donate to $Hero.
Bob.
God dang.
We said it on time.
No, you didn't.
Bro.
You be sleep.
This episode's called The Moose Knuckle.
What the fuck is a moose knuckle?
I can hear the back left.
Bring back full wrinkle.
Are y'all talking about last episode?
Dude.
Thank you.
Nobody
We out.
looking there.
Peace.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.